Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Daily Destiny with Jessie B. I am Jessie Christensen, and happy Friday, happy Blue Friday for those who are Seattle Seahawks fans. And this morning, I'm going to continue on the Promise of Christmas series, and this is our last series for the Promise of Peace. And so, just to rewind about this week, so on Monday, I shared about that Jesus is the Prince of Peace, and he still came in the midst of Christmas chaos. And then on Wednesday, I shared how we talked about how no matter our past or our family history, that God will still work in our life. And so this morning, I want to start with a question for you. Have you ever been presented with an opportunity, but declined it because it was maybe too much of a hassle or you didn't have room in your life for it? Then when it passed, you completely kicked yourself for missing the opportunity that was presented to you. I mean, yeah, I have been there probably many times. But I have good news for you this morning, that it is never too late for us it's never too late for Christ to come in our life. We have not missed the opportunity. So I want to share a missed opportunity with the birth of Jesus, and it starts in Luke. It says, while they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she, Mary, gave birth to the firstborn, a son, wrapped him in clothes, and placed him in a manger, because there is no room for them in the inn. That was Luke 2:6-7. So there isn't much said in this scripture about the innkeeper. We don't know much about the innkeeper. All we know is that he did not invite them in, and he turned them away because there was no room. And so, I mean, honestly, could he not have found one more bed or some space in there for a pregnant woman? I mean, it says Mary was about to have a baby. She was in her third trimester. He could not have found a bed or some space. But like I said, we don't know much about the innkeeper, but we know we turned him away. But we do know that he missed the opportunity to open the door to Christ. So when I was reading this, I was thinking to myself, I don't want to be like the innkeeper. I do not want to let the birth of Jesus pass me by this Christmas. So let's not miss the opportunity to open the door to Christ, because the miracle of Bethlehem still happens today, and God enters into our lives, and he still speaks to us today. He speaks to us through the scriptures and the sunsets, through the kindness of a stranger, or maybe the grace from our boss. And he still romances us through the Christmas lights and the bright lights and the Christmas sermon, and then he reaches down through the story of Christmas. So what is your promise of peace this Christmas? It is that it's never too late. It is never too late for Christ to come into your life. And you're never too old, too messed up, or too worn out. So here is some encouragement for you. Here's proof. Abraham was too old, but God still led him. Moses was long retired, but God still called him. Jonah was on the run. God still used him. Peter betrayed Christ, Saul persecuted Christ, and Thomas doubted Christ, but each learned that it was not too late for Christ, and God still had a place for them. See, Jesus is standing at the door, and he's saying, here I am. It says in Revelations 3:20, it says this, behold, I stand at the door and continually knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in, eat with them, restore them, and he with me. So it's one thing to miss a phone call or a text message nowadays, but let's not miss the message from God, and that is the miracle birth of Jesus. He is there, standing and waiting. All we have to do is open the door this Christmas. And so something practical that we could do this week or today or this weekend is do a peace review of this past week. And just like I did this a lot as an athlete, as coaches, we review, we watch game day videos so we can analyze and improve our skills. And I think this is just as important for us through relationships. So a couple questions to ask yourself while you're reflecting on this week is, in what ways did I experience peace with God and others? And in what ways did I fail to experience peace with God and others? And then pray about it and invite Jesus to show you how to pursue and experience greater peace with him and others this season. So the promise of peace this Christmas. So thanks you guys for joining me this morning. After work, I'm on my way down to Tucson to visit my uncle. He just moved down there, so I'm really excited about that, to spend some time with my Uncle Steve. And then also, I would love to share with you any videos that you may have missed, more encouragement from the blog, maybe news stories or events that are happening in the new year. So if you would like to receive those emails, I would love for you to go to my website at jessiebchristensen.com, and you can subscribe down at the bottom. And so Sunday starts the third week of Advent, and that is the promise of joy all next week. So hope you guys have a great day. I see my brother Chris and my other uncle Mike. Good morning. Cammie, good morning. So good, Jessie. Thank you, and happy Friday. Thank you. Thank you for watching, Cammie. And happy Friday to you. Good morning, Heidi. Hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. All right, bye-bye.